Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at the all-in-one smuggler fit Loki. So we've got pretty much everything on this. As you can imagine, it is like all-in-one fit. I did have a request to do a Loki all-in-one fit, but I don't think it was specified for the smuggler event. But for the guy that mentioned it, we'll be doing it for like just PvE and all that sort of stuff. So that's definitely coming, dude. It's on the list of videos to make, but it got us thinking, why not make one for the smuggler event, right? So what you can see is not the greatest tank in the world, I'll be honest. So in the footage you're going to see the secondary spawn on the first room. Man, that's absolutely insane. If you get Cerberuses, that's definitely the worst spawn you can get in these smuggler sites, like 100%, because I was pushing the tank on this little bit. I had a heat, but I mean, I was safe. I wasn't going to die like at all. But yeah, that spawn is definitely the worst, the Cerbs in the extra wave of the T3s. But yeah, let's take a look at the fit. So we've got the Covert Ops Cloaking device. Not really using it too much. We're only using that because the subsystem gives us the bonus to, let's have a look here, to the scan probes and all that sort of stuff. So it makes sense to actually use that, even though we'll lose like a low slot because of it. We don't really lose like a ton of damage, probably like 80 or something. Depends on like how many BCUs you put on, obviously. I mean, we're running a damage control just because that tank is pretty light. So the great thing about this is you can actually run the smuggler sites and scan for the data sites and things, which I've been doing. Now I would prefer to use the zaqq analyzer. I can't remember the full name of it, but it is the better one. I just haven't got the skills to use it like on this character. So this one's pretty good. And with the Covert Ops sub, it does get a bit of beef in the old attribute department. So we get a 30 and a 90 on the virus and the coherence, on the strength and coherence for it, which isn't like super great, but really it's only like high sec stuff we're doing right now. And if you've got a little bit of an idea of what you're doing scanning wise, it's absolutely fine. So yeah, we've got the two medium shield boosters. We've fitted a Microwarpdrive this time. Obviously we need a prop for doing the data sites because there's like 50k travels and stuff, so it made sense to go Microwarpdrive versus Afterburner because you'd just be burning around for ages. Damage control too, because like no tank and stuff, just to be a little bit safe. If I was feeling a bit more brave, I would probably just put 3 BCUs on, but really we're only missing like 70-80 DPS, so it's not like a massive issue. And the two ballistic controls, T2's fine, we've got enough CPU for them if you don't really want to use the pimp ones. We've got the Solidifier to help the tank, Ancillary current router to help everything fit, and the cap, we're all like over-capped a little bit here, I think. I don't think we need to be like full stable, but it's always nice to have, right? And if we switch that off, so it's 4 minutes, yeah, we definitely need a little bit more. The Solidifier obviously makes a big difference to that because the cycle times are much quicker on the booster. But yeah, definitely safe in the tank, in the capacitor, sorry. And yeah, still doing like decent DPS, like 900's not too bad. That's including the drones though. So it's 829 just on the guns, right? So it's pretty good all in. And the rest of it, so we've got the Covert, reconfig, launcher efficiency, wake limiter, disillusion sequencer, just to give us like that slot layout which we need. I don't think too much of that really matters beyond that point. So yeah, let's overlay some footage and we'll have a chat about the actual fit in progress. Okay, we'll start this off by just jumping into that really bad spawn. So there was 2 Cerbs and the Iki Tersa, and the Iki actually, he started winding up quite a lot, very, very fast. So you'll see these 2 Cerbs go, there's the Iki spawning. And man, it was just like so much damage coming in. But I mean, like I say, we were on top of it. So if you just keep an eye on the tank, I just want to show you like how bad it was, because I think this is pretty much the worst it can get. So we were just running the 1 just like normal until we really started to struggle. Oh, there's the Iki just spawned in, sorry. So yeah, by this time I was thinking, right, the tank's definitely going to be pushed, so we're going to definitely start overheating in a second. And I think I actually got the drones out as well, just to take a little bit of aggro, just to ease it off just a touch. We did have a synth blue pill running as well, and it was still struggling a little bit. I mean, we weren't going to die, we could easily tank it, but obviously the overheat doesn't last forever, so as long as we kill the Cerbs and the E-Tersa. But yeah, it was getting pretty chunky there for a second. So I mean, if you're not really comfortable doing this sort of thing with pretty much no tank, it reminds us of a lot of the like the polarized, right? So you've just got to be on top of things pretty much. So yeah, just thought I'd show you that clip just to give you an idea of like just how bad it gets. Or can get. And for the second part of the video here, guys, this is the way it works all in when you're scanning, you're doing the sites and everything. So I just thought I'd show you that, and then we'll immediately go to a data site as well, which I don't think we got too much loot out of, to be honest. We're quite lucky in this one, like runtime wise, because this guy in the Gila, who convoed us, probably being very angry about me jumping in here. He'd already done the first room pretty much apart from that NATO, so it left us just to dive straight into the second room, get scanning, keep our tank both running for the most part, just so we could like no-brain it, right, while we're concentrating on scanning. Because multitasking, when you're my age, you know, it gets pretty difficult, especially when you're trying to manage like loads of targets and stuff. So the tank is actually stable like I showed you, and we've got pretty much no problem apart from, again, that like really bad spawn you get in the Tech 3s. It was just unfortunate that we got 2 Serbs on the Iki. And man, it was a little bit hairy there, but you know, like I say, tank for days in this thing, even though it's got like actually pretty much no tank. Any of you guys that have seen the polarized fits know like I take it pretty much to the wall with this. And I really want to try, like I'd run a polarized fit if I could do this as a duo with someone. Hashtag Eagle, let's go dude. I've been trying to get Eagle to jump on and do some of these sites with us, because I think like, especially in like 2 Serbs where you don't get the additional spawn, you could actually smash these, right? And if you don't need the ISK or anything, and you're just trying to help a friend out or whatever, if you've got like a new bro in your corp or anything, you could really make quite a lot of cash, because the drops are pretty good. I think the lowest one I've had is like 20 mil, like for 10 minutes. That's not too bad for high sec stuff. But there's the boss dead. We've got the data site ready to go. Actually got the loot as well. And oh, don't forget the drone zaqq. And we'll go straight to the site. The data sites have been pretty, I'd say, hit and miss at the minute. I got a pretty good one, and to be honest, I've actually been doing the standard data sites as well, just because we've got the, well, and the relics, just because we've got that like all-in-one hack thing, which was pretty nice. I need to definitely train the skills for the zaqq. So we're still scanning the system. There's still a cosmic sig we haven't got there, and we're going to start hacking now. Please don't go mad in the comments about like me hacking and things. I just head to the opposite end of where I start. I know there's a knack to it and stuff like that, but this one was pretty, looks pretty bad, that one. Like I was all over the place with it. Oof, man, that looks even bad for me watching it. But generally I have the most luck just going, like I say, in the opposite direction of where I start. That tends to be good. Little Estero got one of the tins, unfortunately, here. But again, we're not making like crazy money in this thing. I think 10 mil was the most I pulled out of one of the tins. We did overheat the Microwarpdrive here just because I thought the Estero was going to burn for this last one, but he left it for me, which was nice of him, so thanks for that, dude. But yeah, rapidly approaching the end of the vid, guys. I don't want to really drag it on too much. I'll link the fit in the description. Thanks for all the support as well on these Tech 3 vids. They seem to do really well on the channel. There's a lot of interest in them. But with that being said, guys, that's pretty much it for this vid. Thanks again, and I will see you in the next one.